You didn't happen to see Ananya coming in, did you?
Good morning to you too, son.
She should have been in by now.
Anything urgent?
I need her to sort my schedule out. I think she double booked me.
You have Lucy. She is your secretary. Surely you don't need Ananya just to do that.
Because she was the one who
Or you can do it yourself, James. You're the CEO. Whatever you say goes. Surely you know that by now.
Yeah, I'm just picking up some breakfast before heading in.
Is that James again? Sure you don't need to pick up?
What is this, the third time? I usually wait till lucky number 7.
You get a kick out of annoying him, don't you?
I will neither confirm nor deny that. Thank you, Mrs. Low.
Call me Maywan.
Good news. I think my father decided not to stalk me today.
After what you told him yesterday, I'm not surprised.
Dee, are you sure you saw him in the oncology wing yesterday?
Of course, I myself was there.
I mean, seriously, what are the odds that he's got cancer too?
You're asking the wrong person. Nothing is impossible for me anymore. Hey. All I can say is, if I were you, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Point taken.
Hey, Zaryf, you work here?
Yeah, I hope you're visiting someone and all is well.
I'm fine. I'm here to visit Mr. Syed. Remember him from JC? He just had surgery. You want to come with me and visit him?
I'm actually...
Just come. I'm sure he'll remember you.
Stupid James. Who does he think he is?
The CEO, the boss.
How can he make us stop a popsicle business like that?
That's why I say, if you are successful, the more the head office will come and kacau. You don't want them to kacau?
Yeah. Don't do so well. Don't know how you managed to survive for so long. It's our idea, okay? And it's a good idea, and he just takes it away like that.
I also don't know how I managed to survive.
What's wrong with you?
Eunice Shelley came down yesterday when you were doing your interview.
For what?
I don't know. I was seeing another patient. If you see her again, pass her this.
She ordered this or what?
It's good for her health.
Why do you care?
Hiya, just go and give it to her.
You want to go and give it to her yourself. Don't talk for her. Hey, maybe she's the one who forced James to take over our popsicle business.
Is this your report on Ananya that James asked for?
First, I need some info from you.
What is it? Let's see if I want to give it to you.
Is your son really getting married to Emily Kwan?
Of course he is. It was announced at Shelley Holdings' year-end party.
Is that what he wants?
Well, he's been a bit distracted.
Distracted by Ananya Davis?
Pre-wedding jitters is normal, I suppose. But in time, he'll see it's for the best. I'll make sure of it.
Has your son ever gone against your wishes?
Never. He's a good son. Also, I will never give him an opportunity to go against me.
Following on our discussion last week, this is what I will pass to James. Proof that Ananya Davis was having an affair with Derek.
So nice of you to come and visit me. And you still look the same.
You too, Mr. Syed.
And you are...
Zaryf.
The full-time mugger in JC.
Hey, I wasn't.
That was all you did. Zaryf's working here now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm a nurse.
Ah, That's a noble job. Wait, I remember you. Always staying back after school in the canteen.
Yes, yes, that's him.
Well, A-levels was tough, man.
And you took my advice to drop H2 bio.
Even though that was my favorite subject.
What to do? You couldn't cope taking 4 subjects.
Yes, you frequently reminded me.
In the end, you did very well.
All thanks to your guidance.
That's a copy of the information I'm going to pass to James. You can hold on to it. The information I've put together should tell quite a compelling story.
Emails, receipts of gifts, flight tickets, hotel bookings. You've really outdone yourself, Adib. These are all very convincing.
I have you to thank for that.
I think it's safe to say that this will be the nail in the coffin for whatever funny ideas that James was getting about Ananya.
And what if even this isn't enough to deter him?
Then I'm left with no choice but to do whatever it takes to keep Ananya away from him. I'll make sure my son does what's in his best interest. But trust me, it won't be pleasant for either of them. You have my permission to hand a copy of this to James.
You know, Zaryf, I remember what you told me. You wanted to be a doctor.
Oh yeah, I remember you signing up for my yearbook as Dr. Zaryf with a cartoon of yourself in a lab coat.
In life, it is important not just to know about our strengths, but also our weaknesses.
Yes, I know. You said that when you were trying to get me to drop bio.
And if you didn't, who knows? Your results might not even get you into nursing. During prelims, you were already struggling.
Yeah.
Everything I tell you, it is for your own good.
Missy Davis. Why is that name so familiar?
I thought you said you don't believe in TCM. Western medicine is the best, don't know what.
I'm just calling for a friend. He has a young patient who has hand-foot-mouth disease and doesn't want to eat until he gets one of those popsicles.
Sorry, too late. I'm not making popsicles anymore. James forced me to stop.
I thought they were doing so well.
Yeah, they were. Until he forced me to stop.
I just need a couple of them. Do you think you could make me a few? In plain packs? Please?
Okay, I'm doing it for that poor boy, okay? Not for you, huh?
Yes, I understand, yes. Yes, I promise you I'm on it, okay?
Hey, guess what?
What did you do now?
Why do you always assume the worst of me, Ananya?
For good reason.
It hurts my feelings.
I have somewhere to be, so if you're done wasting my time...
I just wanted to share some good news.
Oh boy.
I've been hard at work all afternoon.
It's just past lunch, so, wow.
And I've been hustling non-stop ever since.
Alert the media.
Well, I was hoping to run into James, but you'll do.
An hour of work does not a good employee make, Louis.
I'm working on something huge. You'll see.
Can't wait.
Hi, Rebecca. Yeah, I was wondering about that heritage shop house you've listed. Is it still available for viewing? Ah, next Tuesday? Excellent. Oh yeah, serious buyer, definitely. Very serious, in fact.
Hello, Yoke. Yes, Eunice Shelley here. Yes, Master Derek's wife, first wife. How are you? How are your grandchildren? Oh, good. Yoke, actually, I wanted to check something with you. Last time when you were working for Derek's family, did you hear of somebody by the name of Missy? You know, the name is so familiar. I think Derek has mentioned somebody by the name of Missy, but I really cannot remember. Oh, I see.
Let's get this over with. Deanna said she bumped into you at the oncology wing. Do you or do you not have cancer?
Actually, I was there visiting someone.
Figures. Go on then. Tell me why I'm here.
It's your mother's death anniversary today.
I'm surprised you remembered.
Of course. We came here to scatter her ashes.
I came here. I don't know where you were. I hardly saw you the whole funeral.
Ananya, I was...
You know, I kept thinking to myself, maybe he's just really torn. You know, can't bear to face anybody. But then I realized that you were hiding because you didn't want anyone to see you. Because God forbid your real family find out about your mistress and your daughter on the side.
Please, believe me when I say everything I did was for your protection, don't you see?
How dare you use that as an excuse?
It's true.
Do you have any idea what it's like to be 18 and have to handle your mother's funeral alone? Save it. Okay, don't act like you actually cared about us.
Look, over the years, I've not been the best father.
You haven't been a father at all.
I know I've made mistakes.
Don't patronize me.
Your mother, Christine, she always knew that this is how it had to be. She knew I couldn't leave my family.
I don't know how my mother could have accepted you hiding us away like some second-class family.
We had an understanding between us. I love Christine equally, just as much as I love my wife.
Look me in the eye and tell me you actually believe that.
Everything I've told you is the truth.
You have no clue, do you?
Hey, Shen, you want dinner later? Around 7?
I'll probably end late though. I still have to wait for Ayuk to deliver those herbal popsicles. Maybe we can all go after that?
Oh, like that is okay. You guys go ahead. Because I can't have dinner too late. I'll get gastric.
Yeah, I'll check with her about the ETA on those popsicles. Maybe it won't be too late.
No, really, it's okay. We'll catch up another time.
Sure, up to you, man.
Yep, no problem.
Zaryf, you okay?
Yeah, do you need something, Doctor?
I saw you just now with your school friend and your teacher.
Yep. Happy reunion.
He was a bit hard on you from what I heard.
That's Mr. Syed for you. All these years, still the same.
Do you agree with him? that you never would have become a doctor?
No, I don't. But teachers are always right, right?
Of course, to you, Mom was always happy. Because you were actually there. You finally showed up to visit. What? You think she'd tell you? Please. The last thing she wanted to do was inconvenience your life with your real family.
I have many regrets, Ananya, but I want to do it all right.
And all the times she had to cry alone in her room at night? What are you gonna do about those? You know, I was just here a few months ago with my best friend. She has terminal cancer. And just like Mom, she wants her ashes scattered into the sea. You know what else has happened since then?
What?
Just like Mom, her husband abandoned her when she needed him the most. You want to know what the saddest part is? I wasn't even surprised when it happened. Because, just like Mom, I realized that commitment doesn't mean a thing.
Ananya.
Neither does love, nor marriage. Not when a husband can go off and do whatever he wants. Not when a marriage is more like a public merger than a relationship. But I guess growing up with a father who's ashamed of his own family will do that to a girl, huh?
Can you just give me a chance, please?
Don't waste your time. I know I've already wasted enough of mine by being here and listening to you. Please don't contact me again.
If you disagreed with him, why didn't you say something? Around here, you're always so vocal. Always speaking up, challenging the doctors. So what's so different about Mr. Syed? He's not a teacher anymore, you know.
Back in JC and my whole life, actually, I wanted to study medicine, become a doctor.
So why didn't you?
Mr. Syed said that my grades weren't good enough to get into the local U.
Something about dropping a subject?
And because I dropped bio, I couldn't apply for scholarship to study overseas either.
Right. And you need 4 subjects. Why didn't your family chip in?
My mother told me my brother got a place in the local U, so she expects me to do the same. She even made us pay for our fees.
Tough love.
Well, that's my Ibu for you.
I assume you've sent James a copy of the report you gave me?
I just want to do a final check of some things before I...
You're not stalling, are you, Adib?
Of course not.
I suppose if I were you, I'll be concerned about my daughter as well. Ananya is your daughter, isn't she?
How did you...
Adib, you were sloppy. Missy Davis. Derek had mentioned a Missy to me in the past. But thanks to you, I realized that Missy Davis and Christine Davis are one and the same.
Eunice,
What a relief it must have been for you, Adib, after carrying the guilt of your secret all this time.
Why don't you do something about it now?
What can I do? And maybe Mr. Syed is really right about me. Maybe I would have ended up with nothing if I hadn't dropped that subject. Maybe I wouldn't even be a nurse right now if I hadn't listened to him.
Maybe. He's just a teacher. He's not invincible and all-knowing. It's your life, Zaryf, not Mr. Syed's. You decide how you want to live it.
I should really be checking on the patients.
Christine was Derek's adopted sister. We fell in love. But at that time, I was already engaged to marry someone else.
Poor Missy.
We agreed to stay together. She gave birth to Ananya shortly after.
I suppose your family never found out about them.
No. Back then, it would not have been good for my career.
You don't have to justify yourself to me, Adib.
Even Derek didn't know about it until Christine passed away. It was then he stepped in, supported Ananya financially and all of that.
Yes, it all makes sense now.
And now that my wife has passed away, I want to do right for Ananya, make up for lost time.
But is that what she wants?
Well, I'm sure in time she will.
I thought so. From what I can see, nothing good can come out of this deep, dark secret of yours being revealed. So I strongly advise against making any rash decisions.
Is that a threat, Mrs. Shelley?
Let's call it a warning for now. I do hope that we can come to an understanding on this, or there might be unwelcome consequences.
What do you want from me?
I want you to give the report as is to James first thing tomorrow. James will keep thinking that Ananya and Derek had an affair, and you are not to tell anyone the truth of your relationship to Ananya, especially James. Are we clear?
Ibu, my whole life, I've been doing everything that you tell me.
Of course. How else do you think you got where you are today?
I didn't mean it as a good thing, Ibu.
What are you talking about? You are not happy with your life?
I always wanted to be a doctor, remember?
But your results weren't good enough.
You see? That's my point. That's what you and Mr. Said kept on telling me.
But it's a fact.
Instead of being supportive and encouraging, all you did was tell me I'm not good enough.
In life, you have to be realistic, Zaryf.
But being realistic doesn't mean you have to always put your children down.